If you're new to my channel, make sure you click that subscribe button and punch that bell so you get notifications whenever I upload any new content, which is usually on Wednesdays. Hope you enjoy the video. Hey YouTube, it's motomattman. How's it going, everybody? It is a very warm 37 degrees outside. But hey, who's gonna complain? I'm on the bike. I was able to get out of the driveway. I ain't gonna complain. This is awesome. Ground's covered with snow. The Sporty's real happy about it being cold as always. My lips will be numb in about, I don't know, 5 minutes or less. But hey, we're out on 2. Hey, I got something to talk to y'all about. Watched the virtual launch of the Pan America, the new Harley, the adventure touring bike. And I want to know what everybody's thoughts are. Here's my thoughts on the bike. I thought the front end was a little bit goofy looking for an adventure touring bike. And that may be okay. That may appeal to some people. Maybe people that ride a Super Glide already, because it's kind of got that kind of look. And I'm not saying that the Super Glide looks goofy. I'm saying on an adventure touring bike, it's kind of goofy looking. It's not what you normally see on an adventure touring bike. But it's kind of different. Now, other than that, I thought it was cool. I thought it's a great idea. I thought it's definitely something that Harley should be doing. And I know there's people out there that will totally 100% disagree with me on that. But Harley needs to go not in a different direction, but in different directions with staying who they are at the same time, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. They need to appeal to a wider range of people. Now, will the bike sell? I don't know. Harley's going to have to really push this bike and get it out in front of everybody and push hard, because the people that typically buy an adventure touring bike are looking at BMW, they're looking at Honda, they're looking at Kawasaki and so forth, you know. So they're gonna have to reach out and try to bridge that gap, try to get those people to come into the Harley showrooms and give the bike a try. You know, so they're facing kind of an uphill battle on that. But is it doable? Yeah, but they're going to have to stay the course. I think they abandoned things like the Street 500 and the Street 750 too soon. I thought it was a good idea, but they also didn't promote them, I don't think, enough as well. I think they needed to get those bikes out there. I mean, they put them in commercials, but the problem with the commercials is they didn't say anything. Whoa, missed a shift there. Bike's not the only one that's cold. I kind of got the feeling that they almost that Harley was embarrassed of the Street 500 and the Street 750. I talked to a couple of different dealers that, to be honest with you, told me that they actually promoted the bikes at their dealership and could not keep the things in stock. That they had a waiting list for used bikes, for used Street 750s. But if you saw any of the commercials, it didn't say anything, name the bike or anything. I think what was it, FXDR, they didn't really promote that. I thought it was a cool bike. Never got the chance to demo one. I was going to, but then that was something I was going to do last year, but COVID hit and my local dealerships didn't have any bikes. You know, didn't have any of those bikes. You know, I even think they abandoned the V-Rod. You know, I know those aren't bikes that people thought of when they thought of Harleys. But I don't know that that should necessarily be the point. I mean, here's the thing. And we're going to pick on one of the manufacturers that I have bikes from. Honda. When you think of Honda, is there a single bike that necessarily comes to mind? I mean, some people think of dirt bikes. Some people think of the Goldwing. Some people think of CBRs. You know, you know, some people might think of the Honda Rebel. I mean, there's a whole line of bikes. You know, Harley can do the same thing. Now, the thing that they're going to need to do is they're going to need to get that bike out there, and they're going to have to prove to the adventure touring crowd that a Harley Davidson is not too heavy and too cumbersome, that the suspension will handle the pounding, and it's not going to bottom out just hitting a hole in the ground. They're going to have to get out there and prove it, which may mean taking the things to, you know, Baja races and so forth to prove its worthiness. But I do think they're headed in the right direction with that. You know, the live wires come under a lot of criticism as well. And there are some of the criticisms are deserving. I mean, the range is a bit of an issue. Now, something that maybe Harley should have done was, instead of buying the electric motorcycle design like they did, maybe they should have gone back to the past and enlisted the aid of Eric Buell. Because Eric Buell is currently working on his own electric motorcycle line and bicycle line called Fuel. So maybe they could have partnered up with him again. I don't know. But coming out with these new bikes, maybe it'll pump a little bit new blood into things. Not that Harley makes a bad motorcycle. My God, I'm on one right now. One that they're probably going to be killing, by the way, and doing away with the Sportster, the Evo motor in the Sportster at least, because of European regulations. Now, me personally, kind of don't understand why, if the European regulations say that this bike in the fuel injected form won't pass the European regulations, but they'll pass the US regulations, why can't you make this bike to sell in the US? I don't live in Europe. I live in the United States. Nothing against Europe. But we make cars here that they don't sell in Europe. They make cars in Europe that they don't sell here. There were auto manufacturers that pulled out of the States because they couldn't meet our safety regulations back in the day. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm interested to see what the replacement for the Sportster will be. And by everything that I've read on the internet, it's going to have the same motor as the Pan American. I don't know how true that is or not. I don't know, but we'll see. But I'm interested in what y'all out there have to say about the Pan American. Are you interested in a Pan American? Is that something that interests you? Whether you're a Harley rider or not currently. Is it something that maybe you're not interested in buying, but you're interested in riding and checking out? I don't know that I'm interested in buying an adventure touring bike right now. Not that I have anything against them, but I have a sport touring bike and I have a dirt bike. If I'm gonna go play on the dirt, I'm gonna take my dirt bike. And I have kids, young kids, so it's not like I'm taking any kind of cross-country or cross-continent motorcycle ride anytime soon. Now maybe if I didn't have kids, maybe that'd be a different story. But I am interested in taking it for a demo ride, checking the thing out, seeing what it's like. You know, that is something that definitely 100% interests me. I want to know what y'all's thoughts are. Oh, by the way, the other thing that we're doing, and man, you can tell I have to keep pulling the choke out because the thing keeps wanting to stall out. Like I said before, not happy about the cold. And it may even be more of an issue today because we are out here testing out the new air cleaner as well. So we got that going on too. So it's a two-for deal. Well, three-for. Make a YouTube video, talk about the Pan American, or the Pan America, getting out on two wheels and testing out our new air cleaner. Oh, and let's not forget, freezing our tail off, because it is cold in the wind. Because I don't know if you can tell, it ain't exactly sunshiny outside either. So, you know, you got the snow out here that makes it cold, and the dampness from that, and no sunshine, and 37 degrees is chilly. But again, we're on two. Man, it is not happy with the cold. Not happy. But what are you gonna do? Crazy winter too. That's the other thing I want to talk about. Crazy, insane winter. I mean, I got cousins that live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, live down in the Metroplex, and they got a heated swimming pool, and their daughters play softball like my girls, and normally they're able to play outside, softball tournaments outside year-round. They got snow, and snow that didn't like immediately go away. I mean, it got cold. I mean, rolling blackouts and whatnot in Dallas. You know, I mean, craziness. Ice forming on a heated swimming pool. I mean, crazy. So, can't complain too much, but hey, y'all down there in Texas, guess what? Y'all got a little taste of what we deal with in Ohio for 6 months out of the year. Sorry you had to deal with it. I feel your pain. But now maybe y'all have a little bit more understanding of the crap that we go through. Ooh, this don't look too good coming up. We're gonna get to the top of the hill and we're gonna switch lanes because I can't tell if that's water, ice, or what the hell it is. It's water. But I wasn't about to find out. But, I mean, 2 days ago, still had ice in the driveway, and it started melting away. But we hit 55 degrees. Couldn't get the bike out, and I couldn't get out the daggone driveway. But we hit 55 degrees. So, you know, got a little taste that maybe spring is sort of on the way. I mean, I know what the groundhog said, and I just love the people on TV, these journalists, so-called journalists, talking about the groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, and Buckeye Chuck, and whatever. You know, hey folks, if the groundhog sees his shadow, we're gonna have 6 more weeks of winter. If the groundhog doesn't see his shadow, it's 6 weeks until spring. Y'all understand that's the same thing? 6 more weeks of winter or 6 weeks until spring, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And you get these people on TV talking about, oh my God, we're gonna have to deal with the cold. We're gonna have 6 more weeks of cold. The groundhog saw his shadow, 6 more weeks of cold. Wow, God, I wish he hadn't seen his shadow, because then we'd have 6 weeks until the cold was gone. I mean, really. And y'all went to college and got a journalism degree? Are you kidding me? Come on, folks. Somebody go. Somebody go. There you go. Go. Go gadget. Oh, and by the way, I did let the Sporty warm up before jumping on her. I mean, she sat out there in the garage running for quite a while. And I've got an oil temperature gauge on my oil tank, and it was up to normal operating temperature. She just don't like the cold air coming in. It's the tune, and I could probably fiddle with it and fix that, but man, I ain't gonna do that for riding a few times in the cold. I'd rather it be set up for riding it in the warm weather. Anywho, guess I'm gonna bring this to an end here. Hope everybody enjoyed the ride along with me from the comfort of your warm home or office or whatever. But anyway, again, like I said, it's a-coming. Spring's coming. At some point, it's coming. And again, let me know what you think of the Pan America. I think it's cool looking. Not a big fan of the front end. You know, just not. I don't know what I'd rather see up there. But I don't know, maybe it'll grow on me. The launch thing was pretty cool. I watched that with my 7-year-old. She thought it was really cool. She thought it was cool enough that she made me replay it on the TV while we ate dinner, so her sister and Mrs. Motomattman could both watch it too. Oh God, my fingers are getting cold. Sorry, but all of a sudden it's just like, man, they're getting cold and they're getting painful. But anyway, let me know what you think about both things, about the bike and about if you watched the virtual launch and what you thought about it. But anyway, as always, if you're able to get out on tube, make sure you keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great weekend. This is a Friday when I'm videoing this, so the weekend's in sight. Hope you have a great weekend. Everybody stay safe and healthy out there, and until next time, see ya! cold. Oh my God.